Hey, it's your girl Renee, CEO of ABR Firm. We are the premier leadership development and brand management firm here in Memphis, Tennessee, with a global reach. That's right, it's a global reach, and we are grateful. Listen, today I want to talk about feedback. I want to talk about feedback. Let me tell you something I did, okay? I like giving stories. I like telling y'all stories about my life. So listen, I remember this was after I was promoted to vice president, and we had a team, and we were going to have to bring in new people as well. We were building the team, so we had to do some hiring, right? But before we did all those new hires, I wanted to get a feel of how the team felt about me as a leader. Not felt about me personally, okay, but as a leader. And so I actually created an evaluation. Actually, I got the evaluation tool from someone else, and I had an executive coach at the time. I had just got an executive coach, and I said, I want to know what my team thinks about me before I hire all these other people. And as we were growing, and she found or gave me a tool, and so I talked to my team, met with my team, and I told them I wanted to do this. It was completely anonymous. So just be as honest as you'd like to be. I'm going to email it to you. And oh no, it was printed. No, we emailed it, but they printed out and they filled it out. And I had someone else kind of compile the all the responses, and I went through them. And some were great, some were really good, and some were enlightening. My feelings I removed my feelings, and because I really, really wanted them to feel safe. And I can tell you that I know, and I know now, and even then I knew that I had gained a certain level of respect. The president of the organization never did that. My previous mentor, though, he did that, and and he didn't like the responses some of the responses he had great. It was a mixture of responses, right? But I learned that from him, because he said, this is the way you grow. Everybody's not bold and strong enough and confident enough to do that, to like have their what in work terms, their subordinates, the people that report to them, ask them to give them feedback. They're not comfortable with that. But I learned that from one of my mentors, from him. He was the best mentor I've ever had. I have a coach now, but he was the best, right? He was so wise, and he really helped develop me as a professional, as a young professional, and truly believed in me. But he taught me things. He taught me the hard things. He taught me how to keep cool, and because I was very feisty. And he said, you'll need that, but you got to bring that under control, and you got to get your emotions intact. You got to not take stuff so personally. So when you get feedback, know how to use it as fuel. Not fuel to get back at people, not fuel to retaliate, but fuel to build you so that you can go somewhere, right? Because we need fuel for our cars. We need fuel for our bodies. But if I want to go forward, if I want to move forward, if I want to go somewhere, I got to get my tank filled. And so the feedback can fuel my tank for good, not for get back at somebody, but for good, right? And so feedback isn't failure, it is fuel. And leaders, in my opinion, grow by seeking feedback. I think that's just one of the most powerful things you can do. And because it'll help you remove feelings. Like, even if your feelings get hurt because you're human, that's okay. Have the moment and then let the moment go. Don't stay in bad moments. Instead, let that moment grow you, not grief you, if you will. Don't let it put you in grief, but let it grow you. All right. And so one of the ways you can do, like, if somebody says something, well, thank you for that feedback. I'm really going to take time to reflect on what you said. And then I'm going to see how I can implement that. Right. So you can thank them. You can then think, reflect on what they've said, and then you can implement it so that you can thrive eventually, right? And you don't have to take everything, but you can be honest, because if something you get, you're like, well, maybe I can recall times when because especially if they give you examples, and you can like, oh yeah, okay, I remember, yeah, I can do better in that area. So if you really want to grow, embrace the feedback, right? Embrace the feedback. Be strong enough to take it. Listen, you cannot grow without pushing the rock. There's this picture, and I think um, it's been out there for a long, long time, but I can remember the man was trying to push this big rock, and he was like, God, I can't move it. I can't move it. But yet his muscles were being strengthened, right? So you may have mountains of things in front of you, but if you keep pushing at it and pressing at it, you'll build the strength, the muscles, the fortitude, everything you need, you can build so that you can move forward. You are getting stronger. Feedback can help you grow. You can get stronger from it. So this week, let's do something. Let's challenge ourselves, or today, and maybe not this week, or whenever you want to do it. But just consider. How about that? How about you consider asking one person for feedback and use the thank you for the feedback. I'm going to reflect on that and see how I can implement it so that I can be the best leader or the best team player I can be, right? So listen, we offer, by now we offer weekly trainings, weekly virtual trainings, the Confident Communicator and the Learning Leader. We have sessions at 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. and sessions from 1 to 4 p.m. We only have 12 seats in there each session because we want to keep it intimate, because we want to know what it is you're really struggling with, what it is you would like to address in that class, because when we have a base curriculum, but our intent is to help you, and we need to know what your challenge is so that we can help you walk you through that, and how you can become better at being a leader, how you can become better as being a confident communicator, how you can become clearer in your communication, how can you lead better, right? So just click the link above or below and join us in one of the virtual trainings. It's every week, so fit it in your schedule. Okay, just take 3 hours to build your communication, build your leadership skills. All right, and remember, you can always what you said it, reach for better. That's right. Until next time, just keep reaching for better.